can't even begin to tell you how much pain I'm in right now, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Y'all come on in. About to go ahead and get it started.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
Couch Chronicles where ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Make sure that you follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I'm still not at my best, and it really pisses me off, honestly. You know, because I'm used to being strong. I'm used to being, you know, that one that just gets through everything, and it's like, damn, this is taking too fucking long. But I'm here, and I'm going to at least try to do 30 to 45 minutes. Keyword being try, because I already could barely keep my eyes open. I'm like, and these bitches is down low. I got these bitches down low, but it's like, fuck. But today is the last day of prison jail talk until next month. And I always, you know, do this because, and, you know, I started last week actually but I didn't feel well, so I couldn't finish the whole week out. But it's an important subject. And not only is it prison talk, but it's prison jail talk. And I don't really stress the jail part out as much as I should. But today I had somebody inbox me and they was like, well, what about the struggles of people who, are felons that's never been to prison but still have the same struggles as people that have been to prison? And I was like, well, I do prison jail talk. It is prison jail talk, but I need to start stressing that more so they don't feel left out either because, imagine, fighting a case all, as hard as you can, and you don't end up going to prison, but you still have a felony on your record. And you still can't get a job just like the rest of us. You still go through the same thing like the rest of us. So I want to stress that this is not just prison talk, it's prison jail talk. If you have a story that you would like to share, if you, you said, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I love you. If you, if you would like to share your story, you're more than welcome to come up and share your story anytime. You're more than welcome. Also, coming up on the couch, I don't know if you guys seen last month, I had Regina Wills on the couch, and she was talking about basically what the system is doing to her nephew or grandson right now. And they're still doing things. One of the officers that said that they was just going to throw charges on him just because it ended up sticking. And he's still in jail to this day. So she wants to come back on and we're going to do, we're going to get into a little bit more detail of what's going on with that case. We're going to keep up with that case. And any other case that that I've started keeping up with, I'm going to give you guys some updates on some of the cases that we, talked about last year and talked about in the beginning of this year. These are important things that we need to talk about. These are important things that we need to do. We need to be able to stand in the gap for each other. It shouldn't just be, oh, I'm going to stand in the gap because I know you. No, you shouldn't have to know somebody to want to stand in the gap for them. You should not have to, it shouldn't be like that. Like, I love everyone. Like, sometimes people get me wrong because I'm a Taurus. Of course, we come off strong. But I love everyone, and I want everybody to win. I don't have to like you personally to want you to win. I want you to win. Period. Period. Life is too short for us not all to be winning. Why the fuck shouldn't we be winning? The government is winning. Right in front of our face, they doing all type of shit. Projects 20, I know y'all heard, never mind. Let me not even get into that. I'm going to get into that next week. I already know y'all, I'm going to get into that next week. But listen, we have to be able to be there for each other no matter what. There are some young ladies that was locked up with me. Some of them, I didn't even realize that I was locked up with them. But I just realized that 2 of them lost their kids. And anybody that loses a kid or anyone in their life, it's hard. It's hard. I know how I feel when I lose a friend. So I can only imagine what it feels like to lose something that you birthed, someone that you birthed. So my heart goes out to those 2 ladies. I don't know if they want their name said, so I'm just, they know who they are if they ever get to see this. And, if you're in the Mabel Bassett, Eddie Warriors group, start looking at the page. Start checking out what's going on in there. People are really going through things. And I'm not saying that their problem is bigger than the next, or my problem is bigger than the next, or your problem is bigger than the next. All of our problems should, matter to each and every one of us. Like, we should all care, you know what I'm saying, about each other. I'm just saying. This is the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Since you're being funny, I'm not even gonna answer you on TikTok. Anyways, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I came to give you guys some good news too. One, Y'all see these beautiful people behind me. Some of them have lost their lives. Some of them is still in Mabel Bassett. Some of them is still in penitentiaries. And some of them we're celebrating their glow-ups. So you'll always see this behind me, and you might see somebody that you know. Or if you don't, send me in pictures. I don't have everybody's picture, and I don't want to seem invasive, so I don't go just stealing people's pictures off online. People send me these in. But send me in your pictures. Send me in your glow-ups, because you are important. You are to be celebrated. For real, because, bro, it's not easy going to prison, getting out, and having to be into the world and learn everything all over again. Some of us, like myself, I went into prison when Black Planet was still out, or fucking MySpace. So when I got out, I didn't really know how to be in the world. I didn't really know like what to do. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know a lot. And I was embarrassed to even ask, because I was just like, these are things that you're supposed to know, you know what I'm saying? So I would act as if I knew what I was doing, or I knew what was going on, and really I didn't. But I was like, I'm not gonna, just lay down and just be in my room. Because at first I was like, I'm not coming out my room. I'm not coming out this cell. I kept my door closed. I wouldn't even allow people you had to knock to come in my room. Like, it was that serious to me. I was just like, fuck. And then I didn't realize that I was institutionalized. He said, I love watching and seeing the pictures behind you. Touches my soul. You are doing great things. Thank you so much, Tammy. Because you guys, like I said, are to be celebrated. Every time I do prison talk, you might see some of the same faces. You might see some new faces. But I'm always going to have these faces behind me because I'm proud of you guys. You know? Everything that you guys do, some of you guys are doing some great things. And don't get me wrong, I want to say this to my people that was locked up, that's out right now, that's not doing so good. You matter too. Don't think that you can't send your glow up because you back on drugs, or because you relapsed and rehab. Nobody is condemning you. And nobody is mad at you. We love you. And we still support you. If you need to talk, talk. Talk to someone. If you need to get help, get help. It's nothing wrong with getting help. It's nothing wrong with reaching out to one of your peoples that was locked up with you that understands. Because we understand each other more than anyone understands us. And even though that sounds crazy, there's times where I talk to people that I've never was even friends with on the yard. I'm talking about they was mean to me. But I talk to them now. Anytime they need me, I'm there. Anytime they want to call, anytime they want to come sit on this couch, you're more than welcome. Because it's not about that. We had to be someone that we didn't want to be in prison. We had to literally put on a facade. And even if you want to say that that was the true you in prison, no, some of you guys had to be so hard. Thank you so much. I love you. Some of you guys had to act like you was just so hard, or that you would fight everybody, or because you didn't want to get punked. Because you didn't want nobody stealing your canteen. Because you didn't want to feel like somebody was gonna, don't take the cookies, don't take the chips, you didn't want to feel like you was gonna get raped. And even though people don't think that rape goes on in prisons, it does. And I don't really share this with a lot of people, but I was raped in the prison, And, ooh, I didn't think that was gonna make me tear up. I had just found out that I had lupus, and I didn't really know how to deal with the pain. And I didn't think in my head, I was like, man, I'm taking my medicine, but I don't feel it. Maybe I'm not taking enough. So I ended up overdosing on baclofen. And as I was overdosing, this girl was eating my pussy. I'm talking about I'm throwing up. I'm like, my best friend, if she would have never like opened the bathroom door and she pushed the door open so hard it hit my head. And when she looked down to see what was going on and seen that I was literally throwing up on myself and unconscious. So I was at Turley when this happened. And in Turley, there are girls that like to do drugs that keep things on them for an overdose. And this girl, I remember, well, I don't remember that part, but I do remember choking up the motherfucking charcoal. But my friend told me that she put the charcoal in my mouth, did what she had to do to, I guess, get all of that out of my system. And she told me what happened. And it's like I went off on the girl like that did it. I'm trying to fight her, like she been trying to get with me, but she wasn't my type. So why, instead of seeing me throwing up and all of this, you getting grossed out, you got turned on to the point where you start eating my pussy? I never said anything to staff because, I mean, I've seen what happens to people that do time for PREA. And, you know, it's just like, nobody likes to snitch, but also nobody wants to be raped. But it happens. And when I didn't think that it had ever happened to me, it happened to me. And we handled it in a different way. I didn't go to staff. We all jumped her. Because what the fuck are you doing, bitch? And I don't like to call girls bitches, but what? Anyways, I honestly, after that, I ended up going back to Mabel Bassett, and I really just, I've only spoken really a couple times. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed because I'm the one that did all of that medicine to overdose, and it's not like I was intentionally trying to overdose. I was just trying to be out of pain, and before I knew it, I was overdosing. So I can only imagine, you know, what people go through that do it on purpose. You know, being in prison is not easy. And even having a felony on your charge isn't easy. I mean, a felony on your record, I'm an idiot, isn't easy. Because it makes you have to do certain things sometimes that you don't want to do. Like, we don't want to go work at McDonald's. But when you're a felon and you don't have many options, it's what you have to do. I know sometimes it's embarrassing to be 34 years old and somebody walks into the nearest Wendy's and they see you behind the counter taking an order. But it's what we have to do. It's sad that we can't get the opportunities that everyone else gets, but Donald Trump does. Donald Trump is a felon and he gets to run for president. But us little ones, that's felons, that still have something on their record, we can't even get a job at a company that we're qualified for, that some of us went to prison with degrees. Some of us got degrees in prison. And it's not like you can use it. Only if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. But what if you don't know anyone? What if you literally are just the only somebody that you know? You just humbly trying to get a job. But you're stuck. Stagnant. And then your mind gets to mind fucking itself. And then you find yourself in positions taking penitentiary chances again. Only because You trying to pay your next bill. Your light's about to come off. Your kids are hungry. You don't really have a choice except to do what you have to do. And you're like, okay, I know I don't want to do this, but I'm going to sell this one pack. And after I get the money that I need to pay this bill, then I'm going to be good. But then the next bill comes. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to do one more pack because I got these 2 bills. And I'm going to pay it up. And then after that, I'm done. I'm going to try to find me a real job. But before you know it, you another drug lord. Before you know it, you selling pussy. Before you know it, you back slipping into your old ways. Not on purpose, but society makes it on purpose because it's not set up for you to win. It's set up for you to fail. I love you, bestie. That's why a lot of women end up going back because they like, you know what? I didn't have to worry about them bills in prison. Or I didn't have to worry about finding a job in prison. So some of them end up going back. Even some of the ones that be like, I'll never go back. They waiting to pull chains right now. But it's not their fault. I don't fault them. I'm not mad at them. I don't blame them. I'm not condemning them or nothing. Because life be lifing. Life is hard. Especially when you don't have as many opportunities as the next. Only because of something that's on your record. But you try as hard as you can. And sometimes even that isn't enough. So for all my people that have done time, or even the ones that have a felony on their record and never done time, keep staying strong. Keep going. You might not have as many opportunities as you need right now. It might not happen when you first get out of prison. It might not happen, but it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for you. My heart goes out to the ones that, went immediately right back to their old ways because they didn't see a way out when they got out. It says they say 75% go back because of the system is so screwed. We could do whatever in there, and then you come out with no life skills, and it doesn't correct shit. You are absolutely right. And you know what? I want to say this about that is they make it like, and I noticed for a fact because I did every class you could think of. Every class. Life skills. Thinking for a change. I know y'all remember them classes. And you know what them classes did for me. It just helped me get out of prison early. That's it. It didn't teach me anything. It didn't. You could fake it till you make it in that bitch. And they wouldn't even give a fuck. As long as you sit, as many hours as they asking you to sit, you good. You good. You don't never have to even participate. You could leave that motherfucking class right after and beat somebody up and still graduate from that class. But what did you think about for a change? What was thought about? Where's your life skills? Some of them ladies was sitting in them classes and letting things go one in there and one in one ear and out the other. I was really trying to learn something. Then I get out and I noticed that none of that shit applied out here. It was like, well, why did I do this class? What are they trying to teach me? The only thing prison teaches you is how to be a better criminal. There's people that go in there that, some of them, I will say, some of them come out Muslim. But then they'll be eating a bacon chicken sandwich on their motherfucking page. Well, okay, Muslim, I mean, when you have to fake it till you make it, sometimes you literally end up becoming a person that is unrecognizable because some of those ladies ended up only getting their shahada or doing Muslim things because that's where their girlfriend was. How can I spend time with my girlfriend if the yard is closed? The only thing that's open is church. Some people really take it seriously and some people don't. And I'm not saying that the people that took it seriously, they the ones that's out still doing their thing. Because there's some people that took it seriously that was in there. And when I see them out here now, I'm like, oh, dang, I really thought that you was... I mean, that's okay. Be you. But again, when you're in prison, sometimes you have to be something that you're not. And to some people, that might be being a Muslim. To some people, that might be being the biggest Christian on the yard. Seriously. Or sometimes it means being the biggest bully. And you know that you've never even bullied nobody in the world. You didn't even fight in school. Now you're in prison and you're fighting everyone. Everybody. Taking out your anger on anybody that steps in your way. Only because you want people to think that you're this big, tough person that don't get ran over. Once you do it that one time, then nobody's really going to mess with you unless you find somebody that's more of a bully than yourself. It's hard to be the true you in prison because everybody's watching. Even when you think they not, everybody is watching. They want to know what your next move is, what you gonna do, what you gonna say if I say this to you. I'm about to cut you in peel line. You ain't gonna check me. It's like that. It's like that. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA, real JANELL. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching everywhere else, make sure that you share the live. It is Prison Jail Talk. It's the last day until next month. But like I said, we're gonna talk about this every month. I'm consistent with it. Ain't no stopping. But if you haven't already done so, make sure that you go stream my new album, Elevate. I put a lot into that album, a lot of pain. And I didn't realize, I knew I was in pain, but I didn't realize just as much, how deep it went. I pray that y'all feel me on this album. I put my heart into it. I put a lot of work into it. And I'm thankful for the ones that have been streaming my music, DMing me, encouraging words, and even quoting my new lyrics, even the ones that have been purchasing some merch. I got merch. Actually, I can bring some over real quick. Let me get it so y'all can see a few of them. Go. And I got hoodies. I guess I should pull the hoodie out. Let me put this down. Okay. We got Elevate hoodies. I don't know if y'all can see this everywhere. I hope y'all can. The material is good too. We got Elevate hoodies. Put that right there. Time shirts. And on the back of the Time shirts, it says, and you wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. Because, and again, this is even for the ones who have a felony on their record and they understand. Like, this rings true for them too. And you wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. Like, some people say they understand, but do you really understand? Just saying. Okay. We got shroom shirts. I got all type of different merch. So, and anything could be pre-ordered. Anything could be pre-ordered. And the Elevate shirts. You can pre-order whichever one you want. Or I do have some sizes, as you see with me right now, that you don't have to pre-order, that's already on hand. So if you do want to order, just DM me. I'll send you the price list. And anybody that has done any time, even if you are a felon, listen to me. And I know some people are going to be like, what the fuck? But if you've done any time, any of my merch, if you are my couch potato, any of my merch, listen to what I'm about to say. If you can quote any of my music, any of my merch to you is $10 off. $10 off. If you've done any time, if you're a felon, or if you could quote me any of my music, $10 off any merch. So just DM me, hit me up, I got you. I love you guys. I'm going to jump into another song, and I'm going to leave you with a few words, and we're out of here. Ooh, okay. This is from my Elevate album. This one is called Cloudy Days.
Some days it's cloudy up than other days. You can't choose wrong or you can fix your ways. Life's too short to be playing games. But if you sure you gon' make a change, I know it's gon' be hard, but you gon' be okay. And do not give up even if you make the same mistake. Yeah, it's tough, so just try to get your head right. I know you're searching for some answers and you was dead right. Yeah, you was. I know they tried to make you think that you was crazy. No, you was. No, you was. No, you was. Now every time you come around, you just be scoping, don't be saying. I keep my mouth closed and I'll just listen. We never been on the same. You can say we different. It's a hard pill to swallow when there's no chaser. So go ahead and crush it. Let me take a toast with you. Some days it's cloudy up than other days. You can choose wrong or you can fix your way. Life's too short to be playing games. But if you sure you gon' make a change, I know that you try hard and you gon' be okay. Please don't give up, cause I promise you gon' find your way. After the storm is over, you see it wasn't all for nothing. You see that it wasn't all for nothing. Hey.
Sometimes I can't even listen to my album without crying. Because that shit is true, you know? Some days are cloudier than other days. You can choose wrong, or you could fix your ways. And sometimes it's easier to choose wrong. It is. Sometimes it's easier because you gotta pay a bill. And choosing right sometimes ain't gonna pay that bill. And that's just the truth. When you realize that your back is against the wall again, it's like, fuck, who do I turn to when I know that everything is coming against me? Who do I talk to when I know that nobody believes me? It's hard, but we have to stay strong. And even if you're not staying strong, find somebody to encourage you to stay strong. For real. I love you guys so much. And I know it's hard. It's hard when you know that you qualify for a certain job, but you got to get this one because that's the only one that they'll give you. But we got Donald Trumps out there that's got felons and they can be president. They can run for president. Us, we just still trying to run for vice president at our own job. We trying to make it up the ladder, and sometimes they won't even let you make it up the ladder because you're a felon. Sometimes they'll keep you stagnant in your position, even though you're the very best at your job. Probably better than half the people that work with you. You probably work the hardest because you know how much you have to lose. But because of a felony being on your record, they leave you stagnant. They leave you in that position and leave you with no choice but to do things that you know that you don't want to do to get money, only to make it. I'm just saying. You said, I was always told that 95% would be repeat offenders. I just knew better. I love you too, Nancy. And no, I'm actually in a lot of pain. I'm about to wrap it up, but I wanted to come give you guys 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Honestly, I almost didn't come on tonight because I'm talking about the pain is just ridiculous. And even though my doctor refilled my medicine, for some reason the pharmacy has been closed for 2 fucking days. And I'm losing it. I just took my last pain medicine last night, and I'm not gonna lie, somebody brought me some, but I'm scared to take it. I am. Fentanyl is real. And I'm scared. Keep it real. I'm scared to take it. I don't want it to react with lupus the wrong way or put me back in the hospital. I'm not taking that risk, so I'm dealing with the pain. Well, I've really been trying to sleep all day. I keep going back to sleep. So after this, I'm gonna take my shower and go back to sleep because I'm gonna try back again at the pharmacy tomorrow. But today is the last day of prison jail talk until next month. Tomorrow I will be back on. I'm gonna try to be back on. But I love you guys, and I definitely appreciate you so much for tuning in. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. It's the Couch Chronicles, where ain't no fucking limits. I will see you tomorrow if I can.